This guy has been hanging out with me for the last 2 hours, and then as soon as I turn the light on to try and get a shot of him, he runs because the ceiling fan turned on. Ridiculous. I am not being tempted by you. It's time to get ready for the lift. Pre-workout, that's what we're doing. This guy right here. Pretty good flavor. It's a bit high on the whole stem, but you can do like a half a scoop with just a little less water and still get the same flavor. It's very good. Now, if you don't have one of these, I think they're specifically meant for like frothing stuff, like eggs and milk and whatnot, but they work really well for mixing up your pre-workout. Let's see here. And just like that, you're ready. I'm going to drink this and then get back to you in the car. This guy's trying to sabotage me. He doesn't want me to leave. He doesn't want me to hit chest. It's dangerous. There we go. Yeah. As soon as I sat down to go and watch something while I wait for my pre-workout to kick in, he goes up and jumps right up on my lap. Because of course he does. But no, I try to take a picture of him in my bed and he just runs. But we're now on our way to the gym. It's a cool 11:45, and by cool I mean it's fucking cold outside. It got cold. It was pretty nice earlier today. Not that I went outside very much today. I kind of had a lazy day. Binge watched a whole anime in one day because I didn't have anything to do. I mean, I could cut the grass again. It's tall. I actually probably should set the mower height on there a little lower so it lasts a little longer. But anyway, yeah. Thinking maybe start off instead of with the incline Smith, try incline barbell this time and see how that feels. I'll do one set with that and see how it's feeling. And if I'm not vibing with it, then I'll switch over to something else. Who knows, I might break out the dumbbells tonight for dumbbell incline. But I'm feeling like doing rest pause sets again, so I'm probably going to end up going back to the Smith machine or some other type of machine pressing movement. And everything else is probably going to be a lot of the same. But for shoulders, I'm thinking maybe some overhead pressing and obviously lateral raises because those are a must-have. Triceps, I think I'm just going to stick to the overhead extensions and target the long head there. Maybe do a little bit of kickbacks, um, just for some pumpage. But besides that, things are going to go smoothly. Things have been going smoothly on night shift. I haven't been getting those videos up. By the time you see this one, it's going to be like another week, probably, if I had to guess. But I have to edit together and post the last chest day for that was on day one of the summer shred series. Um, this today is day 6, and it's going to be day 7 here pretty soon in like 15 minutes. But for me, it's technically day 6. So it's just been getting home so late and not really having to make the decision between editing a video and going to the gym, or between eating dinner when I get home and going to the gym. It's been kind of a dilemma for me. So there's been nights where I think I'm going to go ahead and edit that video together and post it, and then I just go to the gym instead. And then there's been nights where I'm really hungry when I get home, which isn't every night, but there are a couple nights where I just decided to stay home, cook a decent, real meal, and then by the time I'm done eating it, I just decide not to go to the gym. So I think I skipped 2 days this week, but I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. It's been kind of messed up on my tracker thing that I use to track my workouts and stuff, because a lot of times when I finish a workout, it's the next day technically. So instead of it being 1 day gap in between days of like the last workout, they'll show it as 2 days instead. But besides that, it's going okay. So let's get in there and do some work. Okay. Got all warmed up and did a feeler up with this. Should be fine with it. We'll see where this leads. But yeah, let's go. I'm not exactly sure if this will be the working weight that I stick with, but never know until you try. Okay, so no, that's not the working weight we're going to work with. And we'll just count that as a straight set. We're not doing a fucking rest pause set with that weight. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is that same bench that gave me that fucking double whammy a couple videos ago, where I hit my shin and then I fucking hit my calf on the way down. Hit my fucking calf again on this thing when I was warming up earlier, and it still hurts. This really, there's no reason for this to be this long. Oh, come on. Okay, hold on. I need to adjust this fucking bench. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Wait a little bit. Fucking wrist feels fine. Or no, my forearm. God damn it. Definitely a different ballpark than using this machine. Thinking this will be pretty good to finish off the pressing portion of the lift. Alright, let's move on to shoulders. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a superset. I'm gonna take the barbell, do overhead presses, and then grab the dumbbells over here, do some lateral raises, rinse and repeat for a couple sets. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to take my hat, flip it around so I don't keep running into it with the fucking barbell. Okay. Okay. Drop set. Okay. All right. You know the deal with this one. I'm going to start off with the the overhead extensions on one side, and then switch over to the cable next to it and do the rear delt flies. Okay, get you at weight and you about there. Okay, apparently that wasn't on there all the way. I could probably switch my hat back around now. I'll do that after this set. Okay, so my left side's a little bit stronger than my right. I'm gonna switch the style for this last set of the extensions. Just gonna do the bent over version. My elbows aren't totally agreeing with that other style tonight. Feeling a little bit iffy, so I'm a little bit stronger. Oops, shit, hold on. In this one, and I can get a little bit more control. Okay. Okay. Yeah, after I turned the camera off, I did a quick set of light press downs with the same weight that I was using in the extensions, but just like a long, like high rep set. And I did a couple of kickbacks, but not like a real dedicated set, just to kind of pump them up a little bit extra. I think I'll do one more of those. A little bit lighter this one. Okay. Yep. I'd say that's good. I'll do one more set, triceps, rope extensions.
They already are. I wouldn't even barely fucking doing them. Yeah.
Okay. No idea how many reps that was. Doesn't matter. You know, trying to set this thing up is an absolute pain in the ass, but it's worth it. Let's see what we'll work on this. Turn the brightness down on this. There we go. Okay. That's a pretty successful lift. And a pretty nasty pump. So, that's all. That most muscular pose wasn't hitting as hard today for some reason. I don't know if it's just because I was in a different spot specifically. Like I was over in that corner that I talked about in the not the last chest day video, but the second to last chest day. One second.
The robbery.
The second to last chest day video that I did. Let's see here. Which is best? Is that better? Yeah. Um yeah, I hit it and it just didn't feel like it was hitting or punching as hard. I feel like I was fucking punching above my weight class the last time I hit that most muscular pose when I was wearing the blue tank top. I don't know what it was. I think I should have just went in the same spot that I was last time, but it had to be. I mean, like I said before, it's like the same lighting. It's just a little bit different, I guess, with the way the angle is for the camera. I tried to set it up this time where it's a more straight on shot, so it's not like distorted like by like it being offset at an angle, and you can see a little bit more directly what I'm seeing when I'm looking in the mirror there, if not somebody like standing next to me, as opposed to it being kind of like angled a little weird. Um, but I think I might have found a good screenshot for the thumbnail. I mean, by the time you guys are seeing this, obviously I will have found and chosen the thumbnail. But as of right now, I'm still undecided. What was it? I I was really feeling my fucking shoulders today, and especially with those extensions into the rear delt flies. I went a little bit heavier this time around for the rear delt flies. Um, so that might be the reason why they were hitting a little extra hard. But yeah, there's some like points where like I'm not even necessarily doing a pose, and like I just see myself kind of relaxed and like moving around, arms flailing, and I'm like, damn, I've come a long way. And then there's other times where I'm looking at the exact same clip. A couple seconds later, I'm like, I'm not big enough. I look small. I look ridiculous. And that's like the dichotomy of being a bodybuilder. There's high highs and low lows and just meh in the in between times. And uh, I don't know. I guess you could say I'm fishing for compliments, but obviously I don't need that to motivate me because if you had seen, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and pull up one of the first shots. Maybe not one of the first pictures I took for like working out wise, but like when I restarted my journey after I was um, before I got fat, because like there was a period of time where I was working out with my cousin like almost every time we would lift together at the same gym, and then there was a period where I stopped for a couple months, and then I got like heavier like for a while after that, and then when I started working out again, almost 2 years ago now at this point, I think at least a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, I'd have to say, ago now, where I started this new streak of working out. I was fatter and then cut down, which you guys saw at some point in the middle of the either the bulk or the cut. I can't remember where I was at when I started that, but um, I'll find it. I'll find a picture of me when I'm still relatively small, um, and just let you guys do the comparison and tell me whether or not I've made enough progress in the last 2 or 3 years, working out on and off and more consistently in the last year and a half, 2 years. Um, here. Yep, that was me. I didn't know anything about posing at all. Um, this is back when I was still just kind of eating whatever I want. And eventually I started to eat more and more, because I was like, ooh, workout, big muscle, big food. And then when I stopped working out, I kept up the big food part without the big muscle, and I gained weight over time. There was a point in my life where when I was working at the first garage at this company I'm at now, there was a Wawa like a couple minutes away from where I worked, and there was like only set times where I could actually work on buses, just because of the schedule that they had when they did their runs and stuff, and when they come back, and then when they go for their evening run, like to pick the kids up, bring them back home. Uh, there was only like a short window for me to work on, so there was time before and after that I just had to myself to do whatever, unless there was a bus that we held for the day or whatever. So I would frequently go to Wawa and grab snacks and extra lunch, shall we say, second lunch. And yeah, I'm not too proud to admit that was a little bit of an indulgent period in my life. But now we're past that. If you guys don't know the story, I actually quit smoking or any form of nicotine at the same time that I started this new journey, working out and getting jacked, quote unquote. Um, so I think I have like a counter for the day that I stopped and then the day that I started working out. And it's like they're both relatively the same because they around the same time. Um, think I'm up to like 550 something days or whatever, and like 300 something days for tracking my calories and everything. So yeah, I can see that I've made a lot of progress and I've come a long way, but there's always more progress to be made. And of course, that's always the uphill battle with bodybuilding is there's always further you can go and more muscle you can build, and you're always wanting to have more. At least I guess that's how it is for me. I don't know if that is the same for you, but I have a feeling that's a quite universal experience when it comes to bodybuilding or just working out in general to get big. I guess the type of training I do would be considered bodybuilding, even though I'm not a bodybuilder per se. So take that as make up with that what you will, but I'll call it bodybuilding for now. Um, I don't have very many calories left for the night, so I think I need to figure out something like clever to get me full, hit my protein in one meal. I think I got like less than 400 calories left because I had a protein shake a little while before I went to the gym, which I guess doesn't make sense, but I was feeling a little bit peckish like an hour or two before the gym, and I needed to hit protein because I haven't gotten a lot of protein today, as far as I can tell for my tracker. Because one of the things that I tracked earlier was like in the MyFitnessPal didn't have the macros; it just had the calories, and I couldn't find one with macros, so I just called it a wash and just did the calorie part. Anyway, I've been rambling on too long enough for this video to end in a reasonable amount of time, so I'll let you guys go. And don't know if I'll record another video this weekend, um, based on whether or not I upload the leg day, or is it leg day? No, the push video that I did last week, this weekend too. I'll do those two videos for sure, because you guys, by the time you see this, the previous leg day will have been up already. I didn't record my leg day that I just did yesterday, but the last chest day would be up. So maybe I'll record a back day this weekend too. I'm not sure. If I do, I might go to that Legendary Fitness place. Who knows? If I do, you guys will find out. But as of right now, no clue. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.